Hello.
Sani Bonani.
Salutations.
Molweni.
Welcome to the
Bench.
The Bench.
The Bench.
No, I'm so formal.
Why?
Because episode 30, we mature. We hit the big 3-0.
Our episode aligns with my age.
Yeah, but you're like 42 anyway.
We're an adult. Shut up.
What are you on about, first? We mature people now, 30 episodes in, and if you haven't subscribed, we don't like you.
No, man. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Anyway, how you doing?
Always good, fam. How are you?
Man, always well, always well.
I like your
My attire.
Your attire.
My attire. Yeah.
For episode 30.
Looking like
Didn't iron it though.
I'm glaying, as they say in the streets,
No. My goodness. Someone sent me a video. I think people still dance battles when first of all, there's grooves happening because we're not in a panoramic anymore.
That doesn't exist.
I think there's dance battles. Like you got served dance battles like on stages.
Like crumping in school.
But the crumping in school is in the back of the classroom where no one could see you other than your class. These are people dancing on stage, like in groove, like in a dance battle.
Like a thing now.
Like a thing.
Like
I think it was
like
always
Steve Harvey's gonna pop out of nowhere and say, "Let's take us to the streets."
Little Kim's gonna be to the streets. Yes, I saw that. I saw a video. It was hilarious. There's also Workers' Day.
Oh yes, there was. So shout out to all the workers
You're
out
welcome.
there.
I am a worker.
We acknowledge your
taxes that's being paid and being eaten.
Yeah, there was football also.
There was football.
That's the most important thing.
Let's speak about the football. 30 episodes in, and the next biggest pandemic in South African football is the fact that there are games that are still not televised.
She said.
But we move. Cape Town City lost to TS Galaxy.
Are we surprised?
Nope. Keep it moving. SuperSport drew to Baroka 1-1.
Again, are we surprised?
Nope. Keep it moving. Some of the televised games was Martizburg Swallows. That game ended 1-1. A relatively good result for Martizburg.
Yeah.
Against a strong Swallows team.
I guess a relatively good result for Swallows, catching up to that record of 18 draws, now on 16. Fun fact, they've drawn more games than they've won this season, which is mad. And they're still in 4th place. So, a bad season? No, not really. So,
sometimes it pays to just be mediocre, guys.
Just pay,
Don't quote me
just
on
to
that.
do enough.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Don't go above and beyond. Exactly.
50%. So Travis Graham scored for Martizburg United. They went up 1-0. And then in true Swallows form,
Same old.
Swiso Slanti equalized for them.
So they each got a point on the day. I think it helped Martizburg a lot, considering the relegation battle. But other than that, we move.
To TTM and Black Leopards, definite relegation battle. Black Leopards managed a 2-1 win over TTM.
I think if you had to sum up the entire game, this was the relegation battle. It was 16 versus, I think TTM, when they played them, were 14. But anyway, 3 teams in the bottom there. I think Black Leopards literally are now, I think they drew their last game, so now they're winning this game on the weekend. So, yeah, they're on 18 points, and they're clawing. I think the main goal is that they're fighting, they're fighting like true leopards. So
gotta love a good relegation battle.
The relegation battle is heating up for the last 4 games of the season, so it's going to be interesting.
Also, if TTM get relegated, not in autumn, they go to relegation playoffs and they get relegated, do they then just buy their way back into the PSL?
You never know. Anything can happen in the PSL, guys.
Zero rules.
Anything's possible.
Zero rules. So another game that was not televised was Chippa United and Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch caught another L. Unfortunately, Chippa United won 1-0.
Back-to-back wins for Chippa. Against one big club in Chiefs and then your club.
Stellenbosch is a decently biggish club.
Nah. But I think it was both 1-0 wins, am I right?
Yeah, it was a good win for Chippa because that kind of secures them or takes them out of
the relegation playoffs.
Immediate effect of the
so
relegation.
So they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there. Anything can happen, guys.
They're still there, but
anything can happen.
Out of the playoffs into safety, especially for that club, and now they're looking forward to the Nedbank Cup final. It's gonna be interesting. A few weeks for Chippa to see where they end up.
I think Stellenbosch in the second half of the season haven't been performing well.
They dipped in form.
Yeah, it's a very bad dip in form. They're sitting now 13th in the log, so you're out of the top 8 with 26 games being played already and a handful of games left, dropping more points, and you're seeing Black Leopards put in performances and getting their vital 3 points. You're seeing TTM pick up points where they need to, Martizburg picking up points where they need to. Stellenbosch could be in a very sticky situation.
Yeah, I think
sometime soon. I hope it doesn't happen.
The way you're played, you'll have put yourselves in the position for a relegation battle. You just got dragged into it, unnecessarily. I don't think you'll deserve to be there because we all know. I mean,
there's quality.
Bar the bias.
Quality in Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch are a really good team and they can play really good football, but they just put themselves in this predicament. So it's up to them to get themselves out.
And then your team with the certified dub against Kaizer Chiefs, that game ended 2-2.
Yeah, but how did it start?
Doesn't matter, it ended 2-2.
We were 2-0 down.
Okay.
If you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story. And the people need to know that Bloemfontein, as in true City of Roses fashion, we're 2-0 down and we came back, fought back to 2-2. And, we gained a point against the Kaizer Chiefs fan who beat the log leaders. So, yeah.
How do you go from beating Sundowns and ensuring that Sundowns don't have an invincible season to not securing a win against Bloem when you're 2-0 up?
That's just
Guys,
Chiefs.
Chiefs are confusing.
That's the Chiefs. They don't know.
Chiefs don't know what they want.
I told the people on Twitter, fam, I was like, they want to be top 8 and bottom 8 at the same time. Like, Albany, best of both. You can't have it.
You can't
Pick one.
Wait, you can't have the cake and eat the cake.
Yeah,
What is that saying?
You can't have the cake and eat it. That's the saying. Yeah, what's the saying?
What's the saying, guys?
What's the saying?
You can't have your cake and eat it.
That's what I said. You can't have your cake and eat it, so...
I don't even know how to explain Kaizer Chiefs' performance and what they're doing. It's when people tell you that they like you, but they just want to stay friends. But they like you. Or, I like you, but I don't want to be in a relationship.
Norika's opening up, guys.
It's kind of the same thing. It's not, no, man. I haven't said that to anyone, but maybe people have said that to me and I ghosted them. But we keep it moving. Golden Arrows, AmaZulu, a KZN derby.
Battle of Durban.
That game ended 1-0 to AmaZulu. It was the battle of second and third. Golden Arrows find themselves in a bit of a sticky situation because the teams below them have a couple games in hand. Yeah. They've caught a couple of draws and losses.
I mean, losing at home, I think.
Currently in the top 4, but they might end up out of the top 4 by the end of the season.
There's a lot of football to be played. I mean, the way the teams below them are playing. Look at teams like Swallows. They don't look like they're picking up 3 points every week, so you never know what's actually going to happen. I think out of this is you got to big ups Coach Benni, big ups the AmaZulu players, so.
What is the AmaZulu?
Usud. So yeah, I mean, the first team in the league now to reach 50 points, so well done to the guys from Durban. I mean, they also,
they were top of the league for a little bit.
Top of the league for 24 hours. So that was also interesting to see.
It counts in the history.
It counts, So they did apply the pressure on Sundowns. I mean, it did take them a while to score because I know the first half of that game was kind of like, meh. You thought it was gonna end in a draw. Wasn't much to be watching, And in the second half, they just came alive. They created the biggest chances. Poor refereeing decisions led to not all the goals being scored. Offsides were given offsides when they were not offside. What I'm saying, which was offside. So yeah, that sums up my take.
Where is the VAR? So that one goal was scored by Luvuyo Memela.
Mm-hmm.
No surprise there. But I think the biggest news out of AmaZulu is whether Coach Benni is going to Bafana or not. Is he taking us to a World Cup? Is he taking the boys to the Olympics?
You don't want that.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I think this is what I want. If the chips had, if I had to control the fate.
Yeah, control the controllables.
Control the controllables. If this season, Coach Benni somehow Sundowns drop points and Coach Benni in his maiden PSL season.
Not maiden.
Okay, not
maiden. His maiden season with AmaZulu.
Sorry, incorrect choice of words. Maiden season with AmaZulu. If he manages to win the PSL with AmaZulu, by all means go to Bafana if you want to. But I really think he started the foundations, some strong foundations with the owners of AmaZulu and the current players that he should stay at AmaZulu, because he's going to go to Bafana. The players are going to disappoint us. We are just going to be sad.
When it's just going to tarnish his reputation.
It's going to tarnish his reputation. Why not? And I did tell you, like I had conversations with some, older heads in the footballing.
Yeah, the old heads.
In the, some generational footballing top tier knowledge. And a lot of them agree that, yes, Benni McCarthy is a really good coach, but...
There's always a but.
There's two buts. One, he's very green, and I've mentioned it before. And two... that was so lame. And two, like, other than the fact that he's very green and, like, very new in the scene, two, is Bafana Bafana worth it?
I mean, I think any footballer, right, fan, ex-player, current player, if you do end up in coaching, we all want to lead, either play for our country or lead your country to a World Cup, and maybe win that World Cup. So obviously now, realistically, winning the World Cup with Bafana Bafana is a stretch. We don't expect that, but the least we expect is to actually go there. And the same conversation you and I had was like, with this current crop of players, because of the lack of youth development and all these other factors in it, right, you got to deal with what you have.
Yeah.
Coach Benni seems like the type. I mean, look at AmaZulu, a team that was fighting relegation last season. He gets there this season. In his 18, 19 games, whatever, he picks up 44 points. So out of the current crop of players that were at the club, he's getting the best out of them. So it would make sense, I think, to out of the current crop of Bafana talent that we have, players who are aging, 26, 28, 29 upwards. If he does his best to get the best out of players,
Yeah.
Send him to the job.
I don't know. So there was like I don't know if it's confirmed, and maybe by the time you guys see this episode,
maybe
it is confirmed. But
currently
right now, it's just been, it's rumors.
Safa have come out and denied it. I know people did leak it.
Yeah.
There was speculation, and Safa just came out and said no. We haven't announced anybody. It looks like we want to derail AmaZulu season. All of these conspiracy theories.
Does look like that though.
Conspiracies, fam. Don't buy into the conspiracies. Coach Benni is still the AmaZulu coach, and I guess he'll see it out till the end of the season.
Sundowns, who are partly invincibles.
Partly, I mean.
There's one loss, but also Solos also have like a loss. So
yeah. Almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count. Forgot that song, but it's gonna come to me. Orlando Pirates quoted 3-0. 1 for each of the three wise men. Rulani, Mankoba, and Coach Steve. A goal for each.
I mean, it was a beautiful game by Sundowns. It was a professional performance, especially after getting that L by a team who shall not be mentioned right now. I think at the end of the day, they did a professional job, picked up the 3 points, picked up right where they should have left off, not from the L. So, well done to the boys. I think all 3 goals were beautiful goals, except for one.
Which one?
The one that we need to point out. Another event happened,
Guys.
Another one, guys.
If someone gave me 1,000 rand for every time Tulani Hlatshwayo made a mistake, I'd have a lot of 1,000 rand.
You have a lot of 1,000 rand.
I'd have enough 1,000 rands to buy myself a new phone that I donated in Johannesburg.
Out of the goodness out of your heart.
Out of the goodness of my heart, because someone needed a phone.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No surprise to see Shalalile on the score sheet.
He was back in the team after, I think, his injury layoff or whatever. So I think they were lacking goals. But then they lost like 4 games. I think they only scored like twice, and to come back and score 3 in one game is a sign that, the players are fit. And I don't knock the players for not being fit. I mean, look at Sundowns playing in all these competitions, right?
Yeah.
And the schedule, fatigue, mental fatigue. We forget that these guys are humans, So it takes a lot out of these guys to actually come out and play every week. So for them to win 3-0 convincingly, Pirates was a really good side on the day. They did great chances, but like Sundowns were just quality.
And allow Leke free kick. All the Lekes have been doing really well this season.
Really have been doing well.
That surname is doing wonders in the Premier League. But Sundowns, after AmaZulu's 24 hours at the top, Sundowns took the 3-0 win, took them to the top. They have 2 games in hand in comparison to AmaZulu currently. But if you look at the table, just the points, AmaZulu are 1 point behind them.
I think it's up to AmaZulu to win games, in order to apply the pressure. If AmaZulu somehow, even if they just draw one game, I think Sundowns know.
Yeah, it's done.
The jig is up,
The combos are not communicating. The quick math will not work.
Yeah.
They have won the league.
The league is ours.
But it'll be exciting to see because, as you just mentioned, Sundowns are in all these multiple competitions. And talking about those multiple competitions, there's only two.
Yeah.
It's the Premier League and the CAF Champions League. So the quarterfinal draw, is it quarterfinal?
Yeah.
Quarterfinal draw was done. And it's the return of Pitso. Al-Ahly versus Sundowns.
That's going to be crazy.
Who do you think your money's on?
I have to put money on Sundowns, I have to back the South African team. But now, do we back the South African coach?
If Pitso was really South African, he would let Sundowns beat Al-Ahly.
You see, maybe he's a double agent, Maybe he's actually, taking Al-Ahly to the quarterfinals and be like setting them up to lose so Sundowns can win.
Exactly, that's a true South African.
True South African.
Kaizer Chiefs are playing Simba SC from Tanzania. I think with a name like Simba, guys, Kaizer Chiefs. I hope you guys are good, eh?
Nah, they're gonna win it. I think, especially them being in the first quarterfinals in the club's history. I think they know the league is over. It's fine. Done and dusted. To prepare for next season. The only thing they gotta play for, is the quarterfinal, and to go up against a team named after Chips. How serious are they?
Are they named after Chips or are they named after the Lion King, Colin?
Whatever you choose, fam. I'm saying they're named after Chips, so you can't really take these guys seriously. So that's Kaizer Chiefs for me.
And then in the Confed Cup, Orlando Pirates are playing. I don't know how to say their name.
Raja.
Casablanca from Morocco. Raja. Interesting to see. It'd be really nice to see all three teams, Sundowns, Chiefs, and Pirates, the big hitters historically and currently in South Africa, make it through to the next round. But that will be coming up later on in May, like mid-May. But there is some DStv Prem for you to look forward to. Sundowns versus Martizburg. What do you think is going to happen there?
Sundowns, generally certified dub. They have to win it, so I give them the 3 points over there.
Pirates versus Baroka. I think that's an important game for Pirates because if they can also keep on the pressure,
they have
collect their 3 points,
certified
in every game,
top 4. Try to go back for Champions League football next season.
Knock the Durban teams out of their position, so that's also a big one. And then to round off the weekend in a lovely, pretty present is the Nedbank Cup final, TTM versus Chippa United. Unexpected. You didn't expect it. We didn't think it was going to happen. The TTM and Chippa United, considering that these teams might be relegated, but if they win, they'll be in Confed.
That's crazy, right? You're playing in second division in your own country, but now you're playing
in Confed.
You're playing in continental football.
I'm pretty sure someone's going to buy these rights, though. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, it should always happen.
If they get relegated,
yeah.
And then but it'll be mad wild.
It'll be mad. I think it'll be an interesting game, considering, as we said, both teams are in a relegation battle.
Yeah.
So this is all they're fighting for this season. Some pride.
TTM or Chippa?
I'm going to go with Chippa.
Colin's money's on Chippa. Drop a comment. Let us know for the Nedbank Cup final. Is your money on Chippa United? Is your money on TTM? And do you think that Coach Pitso is a double agent? He was sent to Egypt just to set Al-Ahly up for failure against Sundowns in the CAF Champions League. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can see it's getting darker. It's past our bedtime. Until next time, it's all love. Bye.